Imagine opening up your refrigerator door after a long day of hard labor and seeing that it's empty. You are hungry. Hunger is something that every person sees differently, such as if you don't get your 2 o'clock snack, you are hungry until supper time. Or if the local convenience store didn't have your favorite candy bar, you might have to go without. But some people, they go days without food. People in developing countries battle against hunger every day and are fortunate for the little pieces of food they get. People often overlook how lucky they are when they get to sit down and eat every day, multiple times a day. People are blind to the fact that hundreds of millions of people go without eating every day. Most people get the word hunger confused with what it really means. Hunger is a worldwide epidemic, and millions of people every day struggle to survive. Hunger is a strong desire or craving of food, but to a lot of people, hunger is a life or death situation every day. 1 in 9 people, or about 795 million people every day, suffer from malnutrition, which is a lack of calories and protein that is used to keep the body functioning. Stunted growth is an effect of malnutrition and can dangerously affect a young body and even lead to death. 161 million children under the age of 5 are affected each year from getting little to nothing to eat each day. Over half the children deaths in the world is caused from child hunger. When a child has suffered from malnutrition, the body can be severely stunted, and they're not able to grow and often look a lot younger than what they actually are. Another effect of malnutrition is easily contracting diseases because their bodies cannot fight back. There are many different reasons of malnutrition. Some of the few reasons of malnutrition may be their location, a conflict, a growing population, or their country's economic system. Location is one variable that causes people to suffer from malnutrition. Weather and climate limits the availability of crops, and even though most people in these developing countries are farmers, they barely grow enough food for their families. Conflict is another main reason. It's a main reason in Africa is leading the world in hunger. They went through years of civil war and have had many of their croplands destroyed. So without their cropland and a very dry climate, they're unable to produce enough food for their own survival. The growing population in Asia has been a problem for many years. Even with the great amounts of food being produced, there's not enough for everyone. Certain countries have a corrupt government system in which they have a large portion of people that are poor and they suffer from malnutrition. One of the biggest reasons certain countries suffer from hunger is the world's economic system. Some countries that have control over the simple resources such as food, they often use these resources to run the economic system. While the countries in power often thrive and grow, the other countries are struggling to survive day by day. The percent of people that suffer from malnutrition has dropped dramatically in the past 20 years, but there are still a lot of people that need help. When a country is affected by hunger, there is a snowball effect. When the body cannot function and grow correctly, people's ability to work and learn are hindered, which often leads to greater hunger. People all around the world are suffering from hunger every day. People that suffer from malnutrition, they don't think about what they're going to eat. They're wondering if they're going to eat. People take the simple things in life, such as snacks, for granted. We should be thankful that we get to sit down and have a meal at least once a day. Hunger is a worldwide epidemic, and millions of people every day struggle to survive.